Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Terrapins will have some work to do after that short return. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for... covered. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now they'll run the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. So Minnesota's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass using the quick game. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes his connection. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now facing a 3rd and long. It's a draw. Hard running there. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. To the air. It's Lindsey. He finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass on the way out. It's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that. Set him up at the 41-yard line.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Just ran over it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. To the ground to try to move the chain. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. After run, now throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Maryland! Then they strike first.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They're testing the right side here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's got it down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but
and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half.
And the Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Rides to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
On second down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
They'll try the run. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second.
Number 12.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They're setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. They're trying to get to it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to pass it. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest.
All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Dodge down Terrapins. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the...
Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this match?
Touchdown, Minnesota! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard of the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with the lone back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. All tied up, under a minute to play. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And inside a minute to go, and they've got lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harvard. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants a big play here late. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.